We are live with the 5th Orai on the JPML Select English Commentary channel, brought to you by Jenn.
You're all over the place. This is the JPML English channel. I still have to change that logo, which I will soon.
JPML English channel.
Yeah, they have a new logo. JPML got a new logo at the beginning of April.
No, exciting.
And I asked for it, and somebody who is very not trusting of me, I guess, said, there's a lot of guidelines for using it, so can you just do things without a logo? Or you could just send me the guidelines and I could follow them.
Boy.
So, yeah.
Maybe they're worried about other people you work with not following guidelines.
Anywho, so I do have, and we got a logo. So the new JPML logo, the English is very small, but we got a special version with bigger English. So I will be putting that on things very soonly. I just have one more project. So the rest of my month is taken up with a really big project, and then from June, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to be getting ready for the tour, and then after the tour, I'm going to be lost in the world, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. At least you have a couple months planned out.
Yeah.
I'm just lost to the world right now, except for Wednesdays.
Well, I have a couple months planned out, and I already made my income through August payments. So from September, I will be broke and lost. So it'll be fun times, really fun times. But hi, Zena, and welcome. Okay, so today we're watching.
Welcome to Jenn and Garth's midlife crisis.
Yes. I'm glad we can share this, even though we're like different ages in our life. It's really nice.
It is funny. Yes, I am a lot older than you, and yet you are getting to a lot of milestones sooner than I.
Yeah, I've always been an overachiever in that way.
Well, I've always been an underachiever. Although, hey, just a quick survey. Who got Yakuman this week? Hi. I'm raising my hand. Hi.
In what?
North Kanto. First thing I did in that game was get a about 30,000 points. And then after I finally lost my turn as dealer, then I got Kochi. Yay!
Nice.
So that was fun.
Oh, that's
A lot
why you
less
had
fun
so
for
many. I
friends.
did see that you had like way more points than everyone. Well, not everyone, but most other people. You still weren't in first place
Yes.
overall.
I think some people do have 3 sessions already. Uh,
Oh. Oh.
um, and I had a pretty weak first session. But yes, the second session was a doozy with the Kochi. I did get a lot of it back actually. Because yeah, after Kochi, I was a good. I mean, I was at least 80,000 points, I think. Um, and then by the end of it, I think I was only somewhere around 50, 60,000. So didn't give any points back to the one who threw me Kochi, but I sure gave a bunch to Yukardi for no reason at all.
Well, she is also like really good. Like really good. She's very analytical in her game, so
Yes.
you don't have to
Very.
feel too bad about that.
Too bad she just plays against some weird random goofball like me, where analysis doesn't make any sense. Ha! Take that.
That is a good
And
strategy. Yeah, you do hear sometimes about it, like from people who say like if they were playing like well, if they knew what they were doing, then I would have won. And like, well, then there is no incentive for that person to play to know what they're doing. If they
yeah,
can beat you without knowing what they're doing, then that is.
I think you've just given us the strategy. Thank you.
All right, shall we watch a game?
Let's get into it. Let's watch two,
Okay, well, we'll
unless
start
one game
with
is really long.
no, we'll start with just one, and then we'll watch the other one after that one.
Oh
So
yeah, let's not watch them simultaneously.
that's the plan is to not watch them simultaneously. Look at a couple of M leaguers in there. A former M leaguer Wakutsu, current M leaguer Date. Date, she is maybe one of the best mahjong players in the world. Not one of the best women mahjong players, one of the best mahjong players. As assessed by Takaharu Oi. And that guy does not give away compliments cheaply. The best mahjong player in the world? That Oi is the person. Well, that's what he calls his level is ore kurasu. So when you get to my ore kurasu, my class, when you're at my level, that's how he talks all the time for like 20 years. Uh, I don't even feel that's true. I don't know. Like it's just like the very normal. Okay, but it's just the normal way to say I when you're a male. You don't use it maybe in the workplace unless you're like close with the person, but it's just a casual way to say I. I don't know. Every Japanese guy that I know, okay, I'll say 90% of the Japanese guys I know, unless they are in a very formal situation, they always use ore and only ore. Like when they're in a formal situation, they'll use boku. But it's just like the most normal way to say I for men when you're in normal life. No, I mean it is translated as being like kind of vulgar a lot of times, but I think that's an exaggeration. Ever since I have started learning Japanese, it's been very normal for every, or for I'll say 90% of the Japanese guys that I've interacted with. Okay. But it was declined long before we came to Japan, so that's the point. It wasn't exactly. So we have Risạ Fujine here, who is first place in the qualifier to advance to the top 16 in the Orai. This is a 5th Orai, and we don't see any masks or what are they, like partitions. Okay, we did lose Garthe again. Damn it. There it is. There
Have I
you
been
are.
silent the
There
whole
you
time?
are. Yeah. Okay, so Garth had said that Ore is the way to say I when you're showing least respect to the other person, and then you guys heard everything that I said. So Ore is just very normal usage. This is Saki Goto, and she advanced in the 2nd place from the qualifier.
Are they interviewing people in the order that they advanced, or did people just happen to draw east, south, north in this
That's
in
going to
this
be
order?
a really fun thing to find out with the 3rd person. Okay, so there's no sound on the video, right? There's no sound on the video, and we can hear Garth, and we can hear Jenn. So we missed a little bit of Garth talking about how he thought that the Emperor would not say Ore.
Yes, I was trying to pass off my knowledge as if I was offering a Japanese lesson, but really Jen offered me a Japanese lesson.
No, so yeah, so I guess I said it already, but my point was that it's usually translated. It's translated by most Japanese learners as a vulgar way to say I, and a lot of foreigners just won't use it. Like or second language Japanese speakers just won't use it because I guess it can be kind of intimidating to judge whether it's okay to use it or not in certain situations. But as far as I've dated a fair number of Japanese guys, and I've never dated one who says boku as default. Only in very formal situations, and they have to use a lot of keigo.
Also, our final point was that it was like this before we got here, so it's not our fault. We are not responsible for the decline of manners in Japanese.
I said that since it's been that way since I moved here more than 20 years ago, and exactly, Garth said. So it's the decline of society, but they can't blame it on us. And Mikoshiba, who I played with over the weekend in a practice session.
Mikoshiba. Wow. Mikoshiba. Oh, Shiba. Oh, Yoshiba. Yes, I could have read that. Damn.
Yuri Mikoshiba. She went to Paris right before the World Reach Championship for the 10th anniversary of the WRC brand.
Is that me also the polite gokazoku or onegaishimasu like that?
Yeah.
Is that? And it's sometimes read me? Wow.
I think in names it's often read me. Xenon has also been trained to use boku. Yeah, I don't know. Boku sounds like a little bit... I guess it sounds formal, but if you're talking like in a really casual situation, it sounds a little bit childish.
Childish? Yeah, I know. I always get that feeling like when I say it, and then it feels like I'm being childish, but I don't know. It is the way I sort of learned, so now I stick with it.
Yeah, I think that's common for second language speakers.
I think
I use it when I'm talking.
Cute.
What?
I think girls used to think it was cute in the same way that I always call our house Oji. Like that was another thing that mommy always thought was kind of cute, and then now it's just like, oh, mature. Yes.
It does sound like you're talking about someone else's house, I guess. Like you're talking about the house of the person who you're speaking to.
Oh, that's right, because you're not supposed to show respect to your own stuff, huh?
Yeah. Watashi, dude, I have never even used watashi personally myself, but so the first time I ever dated a Japanese guy in America, and he was like practicing Japanese with me. Oh, look at that, Rei Kawakami, what was that? Commentated with us at the World Reach Championship last year, and she did great in English as well. So I was trying to like study Japanese, and he was speaking Japanese to me. He was someone who did not care about using English at all. He just
Mhm.
he had pretty good English, but he didn't care. So he called me and he's like, "Orenji kuru?" And I was like, "Orenji? What orenji? How do you go to an orange?" And he was saying, "Ore no uchi," and it's orange. Orange. It sounds like when you speak like in a normal cadence. Um,
There's a restaurant sort of called that, isn't there?
I don't know.
I feel like there's a restaurant
There's
called
like
that.
an anime called, what is it? Watashinchi? I don't know. One second. I have to turn on my air conditioning.
Oh, okay.
It is too hot today to run computers without air conditioning.
Yes, indeed. One other thing about like those pronouns. Have you ever like I guess does it only happen for guys? Like does it happen for girls too? Because when I say like boku or ore, like something I want this, like people will say back to me, ore wa ko? Or like they'll say ore as in you. It means you when they're saying it,
Yeah.
as they're repeating it when you've said it. And it's like it just seems like one of those absolutely ridiculous, like what how is that? I don't understand that way of thinking at all.
Yeah, it's a very common. It's common, very common.
What is the thinking there? It's just it's so weird. I mean, I guess I understand it now. Like when I say Orty, then when somebody else says Orty, sort of
Well,
ironically, then you understand that it means you. But still, like, why is that? Why has that become a way of talking?
so like because KY and I use different pronouns, so I would say I guess I usually say uchi or watashi, and then he says ore. So if if I'm because it's like such specific situations, but I guess like a really like simple way would be like I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna have a sandwich, and if I say like orewa or like ore mo taberu, then it would be like, are you going to eat too? Because I wouldn't. He knows I'm not talking about myself because that's not a pronoun I use for
Uh,
myself. So he's the one with that pronoun in the room. So it's saying you,
huh.
even though it means as a direct translation, I. I mean,
Oh,
it's basically
language.
like speaking in the third person. Like in English, it's very strange if I say, it's not really strange, but it's not that common if I say, okay, I'm making a sandwich. Does Garth want one? And you're the only one in the room. I think it's the equivalent to using that.
Well, also similarly, I mean, it's much more so for women than men, but they would say, uh, like I'm talking and I would say, Garth also wants a sandwich. Like,
Yeah, that's also
uh,
like more kids though.
oh, is it?
Even
Okay.
for women, it's more kids. But and also Garth used to do that a lot.
Yes. Yes, people were definitely like, oh, you definitely learned your Japanese from a girl, didn't you?
Just forget pronouns, say their names every time. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That also happens. I don't ever use anata, and that's actually the most common pronoun to use for your like husband. And I don't like it, so I never say anata, anata.
You say anta?
No. I actually do just use his name every time.
Oh,
Unless I use ore, ironically. And I do that
I try to use
occasionally.
I try to use anta as much as possible.
Oh, that's an interesting strategy. Let's see if it works out
Yeah, yeah, it's
for
not great so far.
you. Okay, the game has started, and we are still using the magnets, but The first dealer is Mikoshiba. So I will get those names in there as Garth starts commentary.
Goto is in the south seat. Oh, goodness, yeah. I hope she gets those names bigger because I already forgot. Is that Fujine?
Fujine.
Fujine. Wow, look at me. And then the easiest one to read ever in the history of kanji, Kawakami. Actually, that's not totally super easy. I guess could be. Could it possibly be read Kawa Ue?
No, I don't know. Not that I've ever seen, but who knows? Like I
because
that much of a Japanese expert. I'm just
one of my childhood friends who was also studying violin with me. His name was Jason Ueyama.
Yeah, Ueyama.
Ueyama.
But not Kawa Ue.
You could have a bumper.
Uekawa. I don't know.
All the fours have gone to Fujine's hand. All the fours in the manzu, that is. Here we have possible 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku forming for Kawakami. It's a pair of value tiles, a triple, and actually a couple of pairs. We're not so far away from Yakuman. Now is the time for Khan.
I put the names up and they took them down. Anta is how we call tapers in Portuguese.
How they call what?
Tapers, like the animal. TAPR.
Oh. Wow. Here's another pair.
And Xenon hears Anata a lot. Who do you hear Anata from? Are you married to somebody who calls you that?
Oh, by the way, I guess this is going to be WRC rules because we got the Shindora there.
Yep, it is WRC. We watched A rules last time. We've been watching nothing but A rules for like 3 tournaments, except for the Masters. But
with that 5th pair, holds on to Dora. May have been thinking about getting rid of Dora, but we have a reach, slowing things down for other players. 5 dots is safe, so it comes out right away. Waiting for the 7 of bamboos. Here are 2 of them in Mikoshiba's hand. Trying to get the emphasis correct. Goto continues to throw safe. Kawakami will also start giving up. Here's a completed run from Mikoshiba. Still pushing a little bit. So there are still 2 7s in the deck. Ooh, and here's another open-ended run from Mikoshiba. Kawakami giving up probably at this point, although she's still, her hand is still pushable. Not too far from ready. If the right tiles were to come. And that's a completed triple for Mikoshiba. Still not Tempai.
Hi, Kip.
Got a little wall there with the 3. Oh.
Sorry, Kip is here. I had to say hi to Kip.
Indeed. See a little wall formed by the 3 of dots. Oh, that's Tempai. Tempai for Mikoshiba, dealer. Waiting for the Shindora, 3 of dots. She'll go for it. Not an ideal weight, but she feels like it's the end state of her hand. Might as well go for it. as it happens, I think there is only 1-3 left. We got one here, one in her hand. And wasn't there one here in... Yes, there is one in Kawakami's hand. So there's 1-3 and 2 7s. Still 2 7s in the wall. There's the last 3, so Mikoshiba will not be drawing her winner. Oh, a third triple. A third? No, only a second triple for Goto. Wouldn't have gotten to Tenpai with the Yakuman. So not quite the huge disappointment it would have been. But there are still 2 7s of bamboos floating around in those last few tiles. Oh no! And Ura Dora 0. Still Mangan though. So Fujine gets off to a nice start. Mangan from the first dealer, Mikoshiba. Goto had a nice shot at a possible Yakuman, but it was not to be. Fujine got to Tenpai first and went immediately on the attack. Here we have a bunch of Manzu for Goto, but also a pair of the 8 of dots, which may prevent going for a flush. Fujine immediately draws a pair of white dragons and is now deciding what to do. I still haven't quite seen the Dora, so I'm not sure. Dora is the 8 of bamboos.
Okay, I think I posted everywhere I need to post.
Yay.
Thanks for holding down the fort, Garthe.
Yeah. Fujine lone Dora off to the side, and then he's got the 3-4 in every suit. Could become the 2-3-4 or the 3-4-5 Sanchoku. There's a gut shot in the bamboos. And she'll throw around the Dora. So if she draws Dora next, that'll be a little bit disappointing. This completes a run for Kawakami.
Oh, Kip, that is exciting. I'm excited too. My parents might be coming too. I'm not sure.
Wow.
I never know what their plans are. So
Mikoshiba holding on to that 2 of dots, I think, possibly thinking about Sanshoku in the lower registers. Goto's hand just not coming together at all.
ooh, nice British accent.
Yeah. Gotta practice that sometimes, just in case I have that audition. All right, Sanshoku on its way. Finally. And Goto finally gets an improvement for the weight in the Sozu. Does she take it immediately, or does she wait for a possibly larger sticky shape in the Sozu? Tooth cracks could be useless, or she's thinking about throwing south. All right. She'll hold on to the east just because it is her east seat, just through the 7. Fujine. Ooh, that fills in a nice gap. So we have open-ended weights for Kawakami. And holds on to the Dora indicator, which means that if she does draw Dora, it'll sort of be much harder to use. It looked like she's considering throwing the Dora indicator so that if she did draw Dora next, it could stick to it nicely. Let's see how that pays off. Oh my God. almost embarrassed that I brought it up. Oh my god, you gotta hate when the gods do that to you. It's just not, it's not nice.
Yeah.
Mahjong gods, that's not nice.
If we get a new membership on YouTube, Garth will do the next Hanchan entirely in a British accent, or so I've heard.
Well, really got to practice that one then. Fujine improves her weight. Oh, sorry.
If you become a JPML superfan, then you can watch all of our paid broadcasts. You get access to all the paywall broadcasts. We try and do once or twice a month, and we usually try and do also live final tables. But we do have one, the most recent Ranma that we haven't done yet that we need to do. I think we're gonna have to do it in June because we are running out of days in May. And also, I'm working on this really big project that I promise all of you will really appreciate. So,
Wow.
just give me May, okay? And we'll start. We'll do at least 2 in June, I think.
Goto trying to think about what to do here with the possible 4, 5, 6 Sanshoku. So leaves it open, leaves the possibility open.
Yeah, I like getting rid of that 1-2 side weight. I probably
It's
done
it's going to be hard to use.
Yeah, maybe even earlier. She's already using one of them, and there's at least one on the board, I think.
Pair of Dora for Fujine.
Maybe not.
Oh, okay. Well, now we've got the way to use the Dora. She will throw the Dora indicator. That makes it a little bit less dangerous. By the way, Mikoshiba got to Tenpai with the wrong side of that 2-3 weight. So she didn't have Sanshoku, and now she's moving towards the middle of the road Sanshoku. Well, not quite the middle of the road, but not the edge Sanshoku. Moving from 1-2-3 to 2-3-4. Can she get there? Mikoshiba is still Tenpai. Oh, God. Continuous backfires for Kawakami. This will at least allow her to reach if she draws Dora for a pair of Dora.
Yeah, she is back to 1 away, at least in a good way. Maintaining 1 away.
Fujine takes Tenpai with the Haku Pon. Swappy Doppy from Kawakami. Goto is giving up. Fujine is not giving up.
I can't tell you exactly what the project is yet, but I will let you know that I had to research the spelling of Swappy Doppy.
Wow. That was not decided?
That's a hint. Well, I would spell it like kind of the Japanese vowel pronunciation. That's Tenpai.
Oh my gosh, this is Tenpai. No Yaku. So if she wants to have the possibility of running, she will have to reach. Pawan does have a little kabe there, but she doesn't reach.
I think it's the number of tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think she can. There's only 2 that she can't see. 2 6s and 9s, and one of them. Oh, and she doesn't even switch to the possible Tanyao, but
and the winner
draws it.
Mikoshiba with no Yaku does manage to draw her edge weight, edging out Fujine, who had 2 Dora. So a little bit of a small victory for players not named Fujine.
No, Garth cannot trademark Swappy Doppy because it's Dave's term.
That is a full-on Dave-ism. I don't think anybody would ever try to take credit for the Swappy Doppy. Everybody knows where that came from. 3 green dragons for Kawakami. You can also call that sanpatsu.
I'm a fan of Empty Cup myself, but I appreciate Swappy Duffy.
Goto goes on the attack. Owns the first red dragon as it comes out. That sends a Dora to Fujine. And another Dora goes over to Goto. Here's another pair for Kawakami. She'll accept it.
Dave has done commentary for the WRC channel in the past, but he's been like way too busy lately to do any. He's the owner of Sparrow's Nest in New York City. Runs the USPML booth at runs USPML, but also the USPML booth at Comic-Con, which Garth and I go to teach, have been going to teach Mahjong. And yeah, huge supporter of Reach Mahjong in America. Very, very important and supportive person. Did I say any? Garth, you're supposed to say no cap.
No cap?
Yeah.
Wow. Is that what the kids all say these days?
Yeah, it means no lie. So if I say all these things about Dave and then you say no cap, then it means like, yep, everything she said is true.
Wow.
I think that's how it's used. But
not only did I get a Japanese lesson, now I've gotten an English lesson.
also, okay, you want another Japanese and English lesson? I asked my teenager if kids in Japan say rokunana. And she said, no, we say 6 or 7.
Oh, that's funny.
It's a
That is definitely term. Just funny. Yeah. Why would we say rokunana? That would just be silly. We're gonna say Tenpai for Kawakami. Does she take the pair weight? She takes the pair weight and reaches. The 9 of bamboos had just come out. Oh, and it comes out immediately from Goto. Unfortunate timing for Goto. Ipatsu and sanpatsu. Speaking of patsu. And reach.
For real, Garth is with the times. Yeah, if you agree with me on something, Garth, you can from now on say no cap.
No cap.
That's good.
Like, is cap short for something? Like, no capitulation? No. No.
We have young people in the chat. Can you guys explain for us? It's enough to keep up with using it. I can't keep track of the origins of
the etymology.
Yeah, I always also hesitate to use that word because I don't know if I'm gonna use the one that means study of bugs.
Entomology.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I do remember learning them at the same time because they get confused so much, and then you're like, oh, seems like you could not present them at the same time, and it might lessen the likelihood that they get confused.
Yeah.
But no, that's not the way they were presented to me either. It's definitely presented as, go ahead, confuse these two terms.
I'm very fluent in 2 languages. I don't feel bad about not remembering exact words all the time. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just amazed at the speed It's just like so not like. Remember how this is just not the pace that we watched the OE final a few weeks ago.
I think there's Masters, but yes.
Oh, Masters, yeah, Masters. Totally not OE. Since I'm hardly playing in tournaments at all this year.
Oh, were you not let into Judon?
Nope. Although I guess I don't know. Maybe in a day or two I'll sheepishly ask Kono if do they have cancel machi for Judon? But yeah, I guess I'm probably SOL. What? Oh, I think we have a little Kokushi action going on for Fujine here. Throws from the completed 1-1-2-2-3-3, I think, of cracks.
Yeah,
She's not just headed to an outside hand. She's headed all the way outside.
Oh wow!
Oh.
It's just one away. That's just one away. She heard somebody in the commentary say, "Who got a Yakumon this week?" And
Who got
said,
an American?
A Yakumon this week.
Oh.
Someone in the commentary said, "Who got a Yakumon this week?" And
I know one person.
I know she heard you talking about that and said, "Hold your own lemon sour."
Let's see, Kyuso. I think she's waiting for a Kyuso, and there's one here, and there's two in. I believe it was Kawakami-san.
Okay, apparently the other big one is maxing, adding maxing to the end of words. So they said you can say, dude says cap is short for cappuccino. Is that true? I think you're goofing me. Okay. Y'all can say bet instead of reach. Bet is a big one apparently. And these players are aura farming and Mahjong maxing. So you farm things and max things a lot. And now we have a discussion. Is it Pinfa maxing? Terminal maxing? Hope maxing? This is orphan maxing. Kokushi maxing.
Pei and Q-Pin. There's one Q. No, not Q-Pin. Q-So. What? Oh, Dora. There are no Q-Sos to be drawn.
Man, I don't think we're gonna see it come out then. And there's a reach on the board.
One more draw before she starts throwing from tiles she needs for that Kokushi. Mikoshiba goes on the attack. Do not leave that door open for Kokushi. Here's another dangerous 5 of dots. Fujine will throw it. All right. Well, that's going to be a safe tile then. The next time next draw. Can she draw Pei?
Oh no, I've unleashed the young person vernacular monster in the chat. Now we have Riz. Riz has entered the chat.
Was that? Oh, sorry. That is the 6 of bamboos as the door indicator. So Pei. Wow. That all just happened so fast. Pei had just come out as a safe tile. And you see Kawakami taking a deep breath as she says, "Oh."
Wait, didn't... Oh, okay.
So yeah, I misread the door indicator. Yeah. It was I had just noticed that it was actually the 6 of bamboos, and then that very instant she drew the 9 of bamboos. So I was trying to get out. Oh my gosh, Tenpai! She did mention Tenpai, and then Pei had just come out a draw or two earlier, and I guess Kawakami thought maybe she still had time.
Alright, so we see a Yakuman. Garthe has been upstaged Yakuman on the final table.
Well, I've thrown Yakuman on the final table.
Okay.
So I got that going for me. I'm on the cover.
going
On the
for.
Kawakami team.
Well, that is a good team to be on, actually.
Yeah. See? I knew 20 years ago.
Pei, of course, is also known as the North Tile. And
Oh, yeah.
Kyuso is also known as the 9-so, or the 9 bamboo.
This is English commentary. That's right. I keep forgetting. All right, lots of manzu for Mikoshiba.
Also, okay, very painful. That's a good one. Good one, Xenon. Did you get it, Garth? Are you just salty that you didn't think of it?
That is a little bit. I did have to have it. I was so dull. It's such a dull tool over here. I had to have it emphasized by Jenn so that I could fully get it.
Garth gets a little bit grumpy when he doesn't think of the best puns.
Yeah, it just makes me feel like, oh my god, I am so old. Not clever at all anymore.
Okay, I don't know what Riz is yet, guys. So
I hear that a lot, but I don't really know what it is either. But we have a completed double run here for Goto, and now I guess it's a decision about whether to. All right, so she throws from the loose 2 in the sozu. I mean, there's a loose 2 there. There was basically a loose tile in each suit, and she was trying to figure out the 2. I guess the 2 bamboos would be the Dora indicator, and with all of the other tiles in her hand, it makes probably the least acceptance.
Oh no!
Kawakami gets to reach first. Oh my god, that's another one that people have been saying a lot that I don't know.
It's Gen Z and Gen Alpha word. Put pressure on other people. Oh wait, no. Like way better than other people. Not put pressure. Like 誰よりも優れてる. So it's like 俺クラス.
Yeah, some influencer got Looksmax mogged by the judge in his trial. It's just like, I was listening to they were talking about this on the Bulwark. You didn't hear them talking about it on the Bulwark?
I haven't listened much this week.
No. Clavicular got Looksmax mogged by his judge. It's like all these words are just like, what in the world? What are people talking about here? None of these words sound like words.
Mogging means to dominate, outshine, or look significantly more attractive than someone else.
Oh my god! And then all the manga people were like just fully taking apart this judge's face. Who, I mean, he just seems like a normally sort of handsome guy. They're like, oh my god, the space between his lips and nose is just too small. And they've got like all the lines drawn on there to like show like classical sort of beauty ratios, and you're like, oh my god, people just have way too much time on their hands.
Okay, I don't know what this was, but we're hurting people in the chat, and also Fujine's one away from ready. But I don't know if you noticed, but Kawakami is ready.
Oh yeah, she's not only ready, she reached.
Yeah.
Quite some time ago. Goto just keeps dancing around her. This would have been ready.
It is ready.
Oh, it is. You're right. It is. Oh wow, yeah, it's ready in that direction. I would have drawn this tile and not noticed I was ready. It's a terrible weight.
Discard the 7 pin and would be waiting for the 5-so with this weight.
It completely undoes the double runness of her 2 2 3 3 4 4. I guess there's a bit of a copy there. She'll take it.
It's
just happens to dance around Kawakami's weight. Got a loose 2 here. Could come out. Fujine is way in the lead. The 2 is the winning tile for Kawakami, but she will tight play by Fujine, following up on her Kokshi. And that'll be the winner for Kawakami. Fujine gets instant gratification on that decision. Carefully staring down to not display maximum joy in having not thrown that winner. So we are 2 hands now into the south round. Goto is the dealer.
We're cruising through this game.
Yeah. This is what happens when it's 4 Renmei players, I guess. Yeah, Kawakami gets some points back.
And she's actually not too far back in last place, despite dealing into that Koshi hand.
Yeah, she was one of the players with a few more points than the other 2. So maybe that's why she felt like she had points to spare, or at least she can be on the attack a little more. That was a tough spot to have run into what you thought was a safe tile. And oh no, it's the worst.
Okay, so Kip, what Garth said is they're Renmei players, which Renmei is JPML, is the Japanese word that we use for JPML. JPML is sort of known among the big 5 pro orgs in Japan as playing quickly. There's one org that is specifically known for playing very slowly, and then there are the others are don't really stand out in either direction. But JPML, if you ask anyone which org plays the fastest, then they'll always say JPML.
Kawakami had a pair of south tiles, but the south tile is the Dorda indicator. So that would mean there's only one more left for her to draw. She chose early in the hand here to move more towards maybe perhaps wider acceptance. She can use this tile, but now actually the south would have been useful as a pair. So that's a little irksome. Goto with a possibly useful 7 of dots later.
Yeah, I made Kip play quickly in San Francisco. I was really mean. I said, because I was really jet lagged and I was having trouble staying awake, so I couldn't wait for people to think. Because when I wait for people to think, then I either daydream or get sleepy. And so I said, if we're gonna play any friendly games or whatever after the practice sessions that I played, and then it has to be maximum 2 seconds thinking, or 3 seconds or something. So I made Kip play super fast.
This is one of those interesting situations where it's impossible to ever have Sanshoku and Itsu. It's 3-colored runs or 3-colored sequences.
Mixed sequences.
Mixed sequences. And Itsu in the same hand. And yet it is amazing how often there's a point in a hand where you have to make a decision about choosing one or the other. I mean, I guess, yeah, obviously if you can't have them both in the same hand, then you have to choose one or the other. But it's amazing how often that overlap occurs.
When you have
Dorda comes out.
When you're 1 away from both of them and you're at that turning point, then it's called the golden 1 away. When the next draw determines which one you're going to go for.
I hate it. I hate that decision.
Well, usually if you're the golden 1 away, then you don't have to make the decision. The next draw makes the decision for you.
Oh, okay.
So whichever one it sticks to.
Mikoshiba had to make the decision herself and has not Mikoshiba. It's Goto had to make the decision herself, and she chose Sunshoker.
Yeah, she wasn't
And
quite
now-
1 away yet at that point. That's why she had to make the decision. The best is when you have like 8 of the 7.
Tempai.
You have 7 of the full straight tiles, and then and within that is the mixed sequences completed in that suit and 1 more suit, and then you have 1 of the tiles in another suit. And so whatever 6 mixes, Mikoshiba wins her reach.
And Kawakami continues to have a bit of a rough time of it. Gets the Tempai. Takes a bit of a long way around. And it still ends up being the route to Mikoshiba's winner. There's a lot of discussion on the table about perhaps who's the next dealer.
Golden K-pop? I don't. Okay, that's one thing I don't think I'll ever know about in the young generation is K-pop. I'm not well versed in K-pop.
Not even badly versed in K-pop over here.
Yeah, same.
Fujine's last turn as dealer starts with a pair of red dragons. There's a pair of wests, but that is not the seat wind for Kawakami. She's actually in the south seat. Some of her value tiles there that could be useful if they pile up. One Dora here for Fujine. One Dora here for Kawakami.
Yeah, it is true that dealing into Yakamon puts you in a rough spot. And she was sort of keeping up with Goto for a while, but Mikoshiba sniped Kawakami and is now in a really comfortable 2nd place, especially with Goto not having any dealerships left. Kawakami, of course, has a dealership. Oh no, Kip has to go. Good night, Kip.
Oh no, Kip. Thanks for coming for the first hour. Here's another gut shot for Mikoshiba. Player's probably just looking to sneak past Fujine's turn as dealer here as quickly as possible. There's a south for Kawakami. It is her win, but one of them is already out. Fujine's hand has kind of slowed down. Still no hope for Mikoshiba. Here's another gut shot. We got the double gutty for Goto.
That might
Get
turn
rid of one of her
into
safe tiles.
a sort of golden 1 away shape. Like a 4, 5, 6
We got,
potential. And that's not going to be golden 1 away. Now that's going to probably be the pair. It's going to go for a Tanyao hand. Well, she's going to. The hand itself is not actually going for it.
The Mahjong gods going for it. Everybody's hands super slowed down here. Not a lot of useful draws. Finally, something that sticks to something. Kawakami gets another 8 of dots for a triple of 8s. Crazy 8s. But there was already a run there. So it still doesn't actually improve the hand that much. Still 2 Dora out there. Will they pile up in someone's hand or... Oh, no. The moment I suggested, it goes the wrong way. Dorna all spread out at the moment. There's one more that could pile up in somebody's hand. One away from ready for Fujine. Will she let Dorna go now? 7 or 8 dots. Nope, she will not go for the full straight. Really hoping to get another Dorna. And that's moving ever closer to the 4-5-6 Sanshoku. One away from ready. Oh, wow. And that was the right decision for Tenpai. Gets the extra wide weight. Wow. No Yaku. The Red Dragons does preclude the ability for that hand to be Pinfu. The pair cannot be value tiles. In case there are any listeners out there who are wondering why it looks like Pinfu but is not. It was safe. So she can win on the 1 of dots. The 1 of dots does actually make a double run.
Except for that, there's 3 out right there.
Oh, there's 3 out there.
Right.
So
there.
she cannot win on the 1 of dots. She can win on the 5th 1 of dots. Oh, she draws her winner Ipatsu. Wow.
Just draw
Could have been
herself.
a lot more points.
Yeah. Just 500 from each player, but she'll take another turn at dealer.
A chance for her to pad her lead in this first game.
No, dude, you should never pass the dealership no matter how many points you have. Unless it's like you're the last dealer and you can end the game in first place. Then it's okay.
Yeah, or, if you already have a lot of points and your hand isn't really worth anything, well, all right, yeah, then you're going to give up your turn as dealer. You just don't need the points anymore. But yeah, every chance you have to gain points, you should take it, because the last dealers certainly may be doing that. You never know how many points you're going to need. Fujine continues as dealer. Puts a few more points between herself and the rest of the field. Fujine threw the 1 of bamboos quickly there. So the 1, 2, 3. Oh, we have a whole bunch of 1s here, but Fujine already has some of the 1s out. So I don't think we can still see the 1 Sanshoku. The super rare Sanshoku Doko. 3, not 3 colored sequences, but 3 colored triples.
Mixed triples.
Mixed triples. Okay, yes. God, I keep missing that. our lingo.
Yeah, for ReachMahjong.com, we came up with a lot of English terms because just none really existed, or some of them were really not that great. But then later, like WRC standardized a different set of terms, and then there's like a whole nother set that the like streamers and stuff use. So trying to use a nice mixture. Of course, we use Japanese terms sometimes as well, but I think mixed sequences and mixed triples is a good description, and it sounds nice. Yeah, I like it. So working on using that instead of, we used to call it like 3 colored runs and things like that.
Yeah.
Just descriptive, but doesn't sound as nice.
No. Somebody keeps reminding me what we're aiming for.
I mean, I basically made it up, or we made it up together. So I'm not like anti the term, but I just think that I have accepted that mixed sequences sounds much nicer. That's all.
Dora Hatsu, once again, Green Dragon, once again getting in the way a little bit. This completes a run in the 1-2-3 for Kawakami. Could get the outside hand there. So no help for Kawakami, but like Jenn pointed out, Kawakami does have her final turn as dealer. If it doesn't come together this hand, there will be another hand for her to push.
Hi, Kaiser. Welcome.
Still one away from ready for Goto, but a possible move towards a double run here. She might also have been thinking about the mixed sequences with the 6, 7, 8, but she gives up on that. Thinks perhaps the double run with the 4 of bamboos is more likely.
Kaiser's opinion is, as long as you know what a yaku entails, most English translations should work fine. But I'll never concede that pinfu should be translated as anything other than minimum fu.
And immediately, the backfire comes for Goto. I feel like we have seen quite a few backfiring incidents so far this game.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, like, a lot of backfires sometimes means a little bit less efficiency. It doesn't necessarily mean that, but generally you're trying to play with as little waste as possible. And these are new players. Not anymore, but when this was played, they were definitely new players.
Certainly in this situation, though, I mean, it was just, I guess... Oh, was she free 10? I don't think so. Well, I feel like there might have been a 4 cracks in there that...
Who are you asking about being free 10?
So right here, she threw... Okay, she was free 10.
You're not explaining. You're just talking to yourself.
She had a choice between the... no, she wouldn't have been free 10 yet. No.
Who?
She had the 6, 7 of cracks and the... and then she added this 3 of bamboos to the 2, 2, 3, 4 shape. And instead of waiting for the...
I don't know who you're talking about. I'm asking who.
Right here.
Okay. Fujine.
Goto.
Hmm?
Goto's hand. When I said right here, it was when she'd first drawn.
Okay.
So Goto here has this...
hand, she didn't have any 2s. This is Fujine's hand.
Right. Goto had a choice between holding on to the Manzu, the 6, 7, and I was saying that she was possibly thinking about switching to the 6, 7, 8 Sanchoku mixed sequences, which I did finally remember that name.
I see. Okay, and went with the flush instead.
Well, it wasn't even really flushy at that point. I think it was really, at that point, it was still the, it was just possibly the double run. And it kind of worked out going more flushy than not. But really just not tempai.
I see. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Sometimes they're switching the camera. They're really like not doing very well with the face camera on this stream.
However, Fujine does finish no 10, and that will move the final dealer, move us to the final dealer, which is Kawakami. A chance for her to regain some points after a very unfortunate Kokushi.
All right, and we'll go into our last. It is Kawakami's face right now, our last dealer. She worked as a reporter for M League this past year. I think she landed that gig after the World Reach Championship, where she was brought up to do that, and did a good job.
Well played, Kawakami. There's a pair of wests for Fujine, but that is not her seat wind. So still no value yet. Goto also has easts, which are not her value tiles either. Fujine gets an open-ended weight here, so possibly moving towards Pinfu. Here's an open-ended weight for Goto. Goto, so a lot of distance between Goto and Mikoshiba. Goto is probably just thinking, I'd like to safely save third place here, keep Kawakami from overtaking her. There's another pair for Kawakami, but that allows Mikoshiba to pawn the white dragon. I think she's ready, waiting for the 9 of bamboos, and was it the 6 of dots? I think it was a pair weight.
So she's really just trying to lock in that second place.
Nine of bamboos, 6 of cracks.
Mm-hmm.
May end up changing that weight if it improves at all. There's another run for Kawakami, but that ends up throwing into Mikoshiba. And that ends the first game. A small win for Mikoshiba, but that does save second place. And the news for the first game would have to be Kokushi. I believe it was Goto's reach that somebody had thrown pay as a safe tile, and it just happened to come out just before Fujine got to Tenpai. And when Kawakami threw it, it was too late.
Indeed. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break. And I promise I will be much more present in the second game. We'll watch one more game of this match, and then we'll finish watching it next week. So this is going to be an important match. If anybody can make a comeback from that Kokushi win, and we'll see if the camera guys kind of get their game together, because it's also confusing me when they have... I think they were putting the camera on the Tenpai player, but it didn't work. It's an interesting experiment, but we will be right back. So don't go away. And also call some more friends in. It's going to be even better commentary in the second round, because I won't be talking about Cap and things and Riz. Okay, be right back.
All right. Me too. Yay. And there was much rejoicing. Yay. Get one last sip. Okay. Ready. And we are back with the second game of this fifth Orai final table. We had some excitement in the first game. Fujine managed to score a Yakuman. And so we will be watching the second game to see who can close that gap a little bit to give us some more excitement as we go into the second and third game next week.
Oh, yeah. The third and fourth will be next week. Second is today.
Second is today. Yeah. What? Yeah. Third and fourth game. Yeah. We're going to watch the second game right now.
Yep. So, right now. And
on your marks, get set.
Everybody is live. Okay. We have everyone is audible. We can hear everybody. I just don't have the names in yet. 1 second.
Maybe we don't know where they're sitting yet. Kono in the background, who I will be appealing to in a bit to say, hey, how about letting me play Judansen after all?
Did you ask and they said no already, or?
So I had sent a message to Shirogane, since I had not heard that she is no longer in charge of the boys.
Like, do you just never read anything in the line group?
Yes, that is correct.
And then you
right before league, I checked.
You?
Oh my god, am I going to the right place for league? And that's about it.
And then, but then you expect them to help you, even though you don't bother to read it. You can't be bothered to read anything.
I'm really hoping they just give up on this whole stupid line system. Go back to like letting us go to tournaments when we want to.
I mean, then they'll have like 100 people showing up at one venue that only fits 60 people.
You know, but then they also sort of know that they're not going to have that.
What? How?
I don't know. How did it work in the past? I mean, obviously it worked in a way.
We didn't have 1,000 pros back then. Now there's 1,000 members in JPML.
I don't know.
It's not going back, so.
Yeah, the world just does not work for me.
I mean, Mahjong got popular, so you can either have it not be popular, and then you can show up whenever you want to, or can be more popular. And those are basically the choices.
Yeah, I don't know. Mine, somehow it's just not convenient.
I mean, we also used to, when we first started, we could play in the OE qualifier as many times as we wanted.
Yes,
As a
wasn't
thing of the
that more
past.
neato too?
Of course it was more neato, but now there's 1,000 people, so they can't fit that many people into one. It's before they would fit everybody into the same venue, and then if there were too many people, they would, like, taxi people to another venue. But now there would be so many that they couldn't even, they wouldn't have enough venues even reserved to do that.
They did it in Yaisu, and we just walked across the street to another venue.
Yeah, but they have to have those venues reserved.
Hmm.
And now, have you seen how many? Usually there's like 5 venues for each qualifier, each day of each qualifier.
Yes, progress.
I guess you haven't seen it because you don't read anything.
Or even get to play in the tournaments.
If you read them, you probably could play in the tournaments. All you do is sign up on the Google Sheet. It's very easy.
If you see it. Oh. There's just so much other garbage in there that's like, I mean, it's forever it was all just about young people playing. So it's like, okay, this has nothing to do with me. And now, all right, so sometimes there's a message in there for me, but it's like, oh, I have to search through all the messages for young people too, even though I'm an old person.
You could just look at each message and say, is this me? No. And then leave it alone. And then when one is for you, you can just sign up for it right away.
I know it sounds easy when you say it like that.
There's also a search function in line. Okay, there's Mahjong going on this screen right now, though. And I did promise that it would be more present in the game, this game.
That's Tenpai. Did that look like Tenpai to you? Oh, whoa, what happened to my screen? What?
It's not me, right?
No.
Okay.
I was trying to make it bigger, and I made it not there at all.
Okay, I don't know if you were talking about maybe Goto, but Goto is 1 away from ready still.
This is Tenpai for Fujine.
Really?
Mikoshiba is also...
Okay. Shabu 8 for Fujine.
Goto, oh, you're right. He's still 1 away from ready.
Group chats are jarring. Okay, well, I don't know. What would your solution be? It's not really a group chat. It's a... Like, because nobody chats in it. It's really just the administration is sending us information. Like, generally people don't chat back. If you have something to chat about, then you go to a separate, like, private chat with the
have they figured out how to disable chats? Because, I mean, certainly in the Fight Club chat, you pretty much... whenever they just keep saying, please send a message directly to Yamai or whatever, and then every time it's like, Arasan or...
I don't know that old people do that, but since I'm not in that, I have no idea. But make it an email chain, more direct and work related. I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard of anyone else having problems with the... I also said Shabo weight when she chose the middleweight. It was not a Shabo weight. There was a choice between Shabo and middleweight. But I haven't heard of anyone else having problems with the line group. It's but they have like an official group, and then you can it's like open chat, so you can't actually see the contact info of anyone else. And Mikoshiba draws it after changing her weight to the 6'9" instead of the middle 7, so.
And gets it, was that? Oh no, that was the Oikaki reach was the chasing reach was from Kawakami. Oh no, the chasing reach was from Mikoshiba as she changed her weight. So you say got it Ipatsu. I guess we'll see here how many How many points did get exchanged there? Having exhausted complaints about the line group.
Mikoshiba was reach, yes. And Fujine was reach. Mikoshiba did. That's the thing, dude. Like, so Line is definitely used for work in Japan. It's not just a family friends app. It is definitely also a work app. I think all of the working groups I have also use Line. So.
But then also, like, it's used for a lot of stuff here too. So like if you go to a restaurant, I mean, a lot of restaurants, their
menu is now just
yeah,
online.
the menu, yeah, is on in the Line app. You're making and you're ordering through the Line app. And so then
OBS disconnected and reconnecting. Reconnection successful. Okay, sorry if we jumped out for a second there.
Oh.
Looks like it was reconnected successfully, so hopefully it was just a second. Yeah, Line has done a good job infiltrating our lives here in Japan.
Yeah, they've really made an effort to become somewhat indispensable to lots of different parts of life. Here.
Okay.
Here's a pair of norths for Goto.
Goto, whose hand is super slow, but at least north is the seat wind, and there's only one out, so she still will have a chance to pull net. And slim down the hand a little bit there in Fujine's hand. The 6-8-9 shape and locks in the, hopefully locking in the Dora usage with the 8 discard. No, just the 6-8 remaining in Fujine's hand.
Goto completes a run here, not using Dora yet. I'm kind of hoping for something to fill in for the full straight. There's another gut shot for Kawakami. And there's a little help for that full straight. One away from ready.
Something has to stick to that 5.
Or was that also a possibility of an outside hand? I feel like that was also in the works.
Discard.
3 of cracks.
All right, Tenpai waiting for the 5 so Tonki. The Dora Tonki.
Some interesting possibilities here. Like an outside tile. She could reach, waiting for an outside tile to have the reach chanta. The reach outside hand action.
The thing is, if something sticks to that 5.
Oh, this is also possible. Nope, not going to do it.
Doesn't want to discard that Dora. But also, I think there's 1 so out already, so it's not likely that the outside hand would come.
It's also the Dora indicator on the other side of that. So, yeah, that wouldn't have been the ideal weight.
Ooh, nice fill-in. A very wide one away from Mikoshiba. Dora Tonki always morally correct. Yeah, actually, I don't even hate a reach with that, but the thing is, Fujine has so many points already.
Also, there's just, I mean, it's so much more value if the 6 or 4 of bamboos does come.
Why?
With the Pinfu and
it's a little bit more value if she can draw the right side, but north is her seat wind, so sorry, Goto.
Also,
Fujine, yeah.
Again, that's why I was thinking like the 1 of dots there might have been a really nice reach. Reaching with Dora.
I think she's considering a 6 so weight here.
Yeah, what do you do? All right, she stays with her weight. Just goes for it.
Fujine turns out Tenpai just draws no Yaku self-draw. No Dora even.
So that keeps the game moving along. Dealerships. Oh no, Fujine. What? Fujine continues as dealer?
Yeah, Fujine was
She won that?
dealer and
Oh, okay, she
continues
won
as
that.
dealer. She just drew 500 all.
Oh, okay. Some pinzu and some pairs. Also a pair of threes of cracks. So is this a fleshy hand or not? What is the Dorda? Dorda will be part of that consideration. Dorda is the East. Ooh, that completes a triple. And with all those pairs, that is Sun Jenn Shanten. 3 away from Kokshi. Not Kokshi. 3 away from Su Uncle.
4 concealed triples.
Jeez, at one point I will say the right words.
It will happen, we promise.
Here's another pair. So now we're just 1 away from ready with all pairs. But that does mean 2 away from ready with 4 triples. No. Oh my gosh, this is the hand of triples. Moving towards the full or the half flush. Koshiba.
All right, just 1 away from 4 concealed triples. How many Yakuman are we going to see in this Hanchon? I mean, not this Hanchon, this final table.
Let's hope it's at least 2.
1 Jenn Shanten.
Excuse me. Another triple. Wow. Lots and lots of triples. Just in this hand.
Like, just in everybody's versions of this hand.
Oh, that's an unneeded
Fujine
pair.
That is Fujine's hand that is just 1 away from... Who is doing the face cameras seriously? Like, it's so random.
Yeah, I'm not... I keep
Mikoshiba
it's just stuck on Mikoshiba now.
Waiting for East Tanki.
It's just stuck on Mikoshiba. Maybe the commentators are just talking about her a lot and they just keep it on her while they're talking.
Maybe that's possible.
She is in the lead currently.
So Fujine ends up pawning to get to Tenpai. No 4 concealed triples, but if she draws the winner, it will be 3 concealed triples.
This is the winner for Goto, and it comes out. So Goto goes on the attack at just the right moment. Doesn't put a huge dent in Fujine's lead, but it does prevent Fujine from drawing her winner, which would have been Mangan. Or even just winning the hand a little bit, which would allow her to continue as dealer and keep extending that lead. So, safely past Fujine's first turn as dealer without letting her get too many more points. Mikoshiba will have her first shot at closing the gap.
For some reason, I've thought of a, like, mind the gap joke.
It's always hard not to think of mind the gap. Here's another triple. Mikoshiba. Especially just the way, I mean, the way they said it when I was there in like 1984, I guess. Like it's just this booming voice from out of, you know, like echoing out through the things like mind the gap. in a much better.
1984? Is that for
I think that's.
band?
What's that?
Was that for music?
That was for the Sacramento Youth Orchestra going to Vienna and then passing through England
Ah,
on the way to and fro.
I was 1 year old.
84. No, wait.
Mhm.
80. I would have to have been in junior high school. 83 or 84. All right, the game continues to move along. Mikoshiba is dealer. Kawakami has a pair of souths and a bunch of manzu. South is her seat. Koshiba has a run with the door to take that pawn and continue moving towards the half flush and perhaps a complete full straight.
I was negative 17 years old. I think that was the wasn't that like one of the plot things in the sequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Negative something years old.
Yeah, you were in this elevator. They had this elevator, and the elevator made you like age or youthen. Youthen?
Youthen.
What's the opposite verb of age? De-age? I like youthen. I don't care. I mean,
Sounds like you almost sound like you're going for euthanize, but yes.
No.
Still not quite tempai for Kawakami. I want to see the Hadaka. Let's see the naked Tanki. I only want to see it so that I am not the only player that always does it.
Reach from Mikoshiba.
Mikoshiba dealer. And that's going to be a little bit of trouble for Kawakami if she draws something dangerous. Goto is also tempai. Certainly not an ideal weight. Mikoshiba chooses a good spot to keep the pressure on, or to put pressure on. An interesting weight, but actually she ends up throwing into Goto. So not a huge win for Goto, except for the fact that it ends Mikoshiba's turn as dealer. And Goto will get a few points to move closer to second place. Kawakami gets her first shot at closing a bit of the gap. Kawakami's first turn as dealer in this second game. It is the end of the East round. Can't quite see Dora. They always have the Dora right behind the little game thing there. You'll see here the Dora is the 4 of dots, which are mostly already in Goto's hand. So a completed triple of 4 of dots already in Goto's hand. So 2 runs already, though, in Kawakami's hand. And here's another run for Fujine. And these hands are blistering along.
The Uma
There's another open-ended weight.
Is 5 and 15 since it's normal WRC rules.
This is Fujine's hand, and yet they've got the camera on Goto.
Exactly. They've been doing this whole time.
The interesting hand right now is Goto's hand, I guess, because she's got all the Dora. And that's tempai reach with the extra wide weight. 2, 5, 8. This is what
Dora.
And 3 Dora. Yeah, this is what we call in the business a matter of time. Although, let's see, there's 2 of them already in Kawakami's hand. She's obviously got 1 in her hand already.
Yeah, when it's my hand, it's often called a lost cause.
And another one just went into Mikoshiba's hand. So she started to actually already be drawing somewhat thin.
Mhm.
1 5 of cracks left. And 3. All right, still 3 each of the 2s and 5s, I guess. Lots of time. Still just barely into the second row of discards. I'd say it's a matter of time. Don't know, there's another 8. Everybody looks like they're just giving up. Even Kawakami, her first turn as dealer, doesn't seem to be too willing to push here. There's another pair for Mikoshiba. The reach was just so early. It wasn't really time to have gotten to a point where it felt like, okay, I should be pushing here. So yeah, Kawakami chooses to fold, and it does turn out to be a pretty good decision here, given that Goto has all of the Dora. Almost. Boy, that is frustrating when you get to a point where you're like, oh, finally, I've got this nice hand. I've got all the Dora, and I've got a great weight. Here's my chance, and you just can't draw your winner.
And that's like par for the course for me. I did a study session on Sunday and 22,000. I had over 20,000 in all 4 games and was last place. I could not draw anything, and I wasn't dealing in, and I wasn't like folding too much, and
Wow.
there was just nothing I could do. Anytime I had any amount of Dora, then someone else would draw their winner on like turn 4, and it was just all day of that. So
That reminds me of my league, yeah, but yeah.
this just seems very normal to me. Like, if I get 3 Dora in my starting hand, then it's just like, oh, okay, so should definitely not count on winning this hand.
I guess somebody's going to double reach.
Yeah, I'm gonna. This is someone else's turn to win.
Well, surprisingly, oh god, there goes another of the 8 of cracks. Oh, finally! All right, Goto catches a break.
All right,
reach, Sumo, and 3 Dora. Mangan for Goto, that's a huge win. I think that's going to get her pretty close to second place, if not firmly into second place. Actually, so yeah, Mikoshiba will still be in second.
This game, right?
Yeah, first place for this game, I think, but and Mikoshiba being in second place for this game, I think, does probably keep her barely in second place. You can see that the Dora is the east tile, of which Goto has 1 so far. It is her seat wind. She can get another one. She can pawn it for Yaku. No pair yet. 1 south in Fujine's hand, who is in the south seat. There's another 1 south and a completed triple, the 6 of dots for Mikoshiba. Tough break for Kawakami to be dealer when Goto draws Mangan. So that pushes Kawakami all the way into last place for this game and even further into last place overall. That is, of course, largely the result of having dropped Kokushi into Fujine's drawer. There's another pair for Fujine. There's a completed run for Goto. And Ishanten for Mikoshiba. Still no Doras paired up. There's an open-ended weight in the dots for Fujine, which she will accept for the moment. Kawakami will take that pair. And here's another pair for Goto. She does the, whatever that, oh no, she sort of acted like she was going to do it, the little switcheroo thing, but then didn't pull it off. Has that been decided that we're not supposed to do that?
Like years ago.
That was really decided years ago. We're not supposed to.
Yeah.
I guess it's a good thing I never got myself to be able to do it anyway. So Fujine going for all pairs now, looking for that Dorda to stack up. Or at the moment, a 5 or 6 of cracks. But those are such middling tiles, I would imagine she's going to be looking to drop those in favor of safer, more likely to come outside tiles. Another 7. Not even thinking about that kind of hand. Mikoshiba starts moving. Oh, and the door piles up for Kawakami. Mikoshiba, I think, is thinking about a full straight in the Sozu. Throwing from that pair of 5 of bamboos. And that's one away from it. Not quite tempai. Still no tempai for Fujine, but she's trying to collect those likely 7-pair winners. Switching out the middle cracks for some outside or honor tiles. Or hopefully Dorda.
Oh, that's tempai.
That's tempai. She's not going to reach with it. There are no more Dorda out to be drawn. So the only thing that can really happen here is if Goto gets the tempai and doesn't want to wait for a single tile Dora weight, then it comes out for Fujine. Could be a real disaster, because that would really help Fujine. Goto would certainly like to get some points here. Let's hope she can, for excitement's sake, let's hope she can get to tempai waiting for Dora. And hold on to it till the end to preserve her turn as dealer. For the moment, she's only 7 points out of second place. And if, oh no, there it goes.
It gives Kawakami a break. And that will flatten out the scores a bit.
Big win for Fujine. I mean, it's a, it was a chance for Goto to start putting some points together, and then Fujine just kind of.
Man, I cannot get used to this camera work. It's never been like this before. I totally thought it was Kawakami winning that. You're right, Fujine. See, now it's on the right person. Now it's
with
not.
My glasses, I can read their names.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the face camera. I'm not a fan of this face camera. I'm glad it will only get better. We know the future, and it is better.
2 bamboos. I feel like I saw a 1 2, 2. No, I think I saw 1, 2, 3, 3, 4 shape over. Oh no, that's in the dots. Scratch that.
I think Goto is
Oh, we have a
heading
possible.
toward a
Yeah.
flush.
Kawakami just trying to put a quick hand together to keep the dealership moving towards her. So not continuing with that flush. Ooh, this fills in a nice gap for Fujine. As the three-sided weight in the Sozu. And opts to throw from an open-ended weight in the Manzu. It was somewhat doubling the need for the acceptance for the 4 of cracks. Okay, so really not thinking about that half flush. Goto perhaps just thinking she wants to run away with a quick win. The north seat is her seat wind, or the north tile is her seat wind. So she could pawn for value there. Chose not to keep that value for the half flush. That would have eventually involved throwing Dora. And a decision for Fujine. Does she move towards the inside hand, dropping the 1 of dots? She does. Can pawn for Tempai. Oh, there's a nice fill-in for Mikoshiba. Completes a run for Goto. And there's that pesky. Oh no! All right, that's not a pesky shape. So 1 away from ready for Goto. Would like something to stick to Dora. Kawakami will accept the both pair and possible open-ended weights. But the first to Tempai is Goto. Waiting for the 1-4 of bamboos. Turns out with the north tiles in her hand, that is not going to be Pinfu. That's why she needed to reach with that. If she wanted to win off somebody else's discards. This is Tempai. Can Fujine push here?
This can do something, right? Something. Surely there's something can be done.
I guess she doesn't have a lot of safe tiles. 5 of dots is Suji to an early 2 of dots.
All right, takes Tempai and leaves the option open. If she can draw the 6 pin, then the 3 pin can be discarded.
Wow. Fujine catching some breaks. Goto had a nice little lead in her turn as dealer, and an unfortunate Chitoi Dora thrown to Fujine, and now another reach stick and a cheap hand. Fujine is back in the lead. So a big couple of wins that were actually kind of small. Well, all right. Rokuyon, 6,400. Not a super small win, but
not small. Not small. It's not massive, but it's definitely not small.
Yeah,
Especially look at these difference in scores. That's a big percentage of your score
It's
there.
basically that, yeah. So Goto now with some pairs, one of them being a value tile, the Souths. That completes a run for Mikoshiba. This also completes a run for Kawakami. Then we see some pawning from Goto. Not a lot of value from the pawns unless she gets another pair, but then that's not going to be the easiest hand to win either. There's a triple for Goto. Possible full straight coming in for Mikoshiba. There's another open-ended weight for Kawakami and perhaps a 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9 Sanjaku mixed sequences. This improves the weight in the Manzu for Fujine. Here's another pair for Mikoshiba, can start moving towards the center. Oh, there's another triple. And that means we are 2 Jenn Shanten away from Su Uncle. This completes a run for Kawakami. Here's another pair for Fujine, but she just doesn't need it. Another open-ended weight for Mikoshiba. Here's another gut shot for Fujine. Well, that completes a run for Mikoshiba, and she was ready. Still 1 away from ready, and 2 away from Su Uncle. Goto. This is ready, waiting for the 5, 8 of dots. Won't hold out for the full straight. The weight does make it pinfu. She's got a little bit of a wall with the 6 of dots there, 2 of them in her hand, and 1 is the door indicator. Figures this is as good a time as any to push. Suji to the winner. That helps Goto. Can follow on with the same tile. Have to hope for Kawakami that she does not draw anything that helps her hand, as those are likely to come out if she does get help. And Goto starts to give up.
So why is the camera on Goto right now? I don't understand this.
Mita is on his lunch break.
I'm not sure if he was, doing this tournament or not, but it's very confusing. We'll see if Wakajishi has the same issue as the 5th Wakajishi, which we'll be watching after the 5th Orai is complete. So 2 weeks from now.
Oh. So 3 of these 5/8 of dots in Kawakami's hand. 1 8 of dots in Fujine's hand. And I don't see any on the board. Okay, so she does manage to draw the last 5. She had one of them in her hand too. So 1,326. A nice addition to Mikoshiba's points. It also takes a little bit extra from Fujine, which is ideal for creating a little bit more excitement.
No, dude, we're gonna be on next week watching the Orai.
Orai final.
Yeah, Wakajishi is gonna be the week after that. That's all I'm saying. It's not like we're taking next week off. I'm just saying we have 2 weeks of Orai, and then we'll have 2 weeks of Wakajishi after that. Wakajishi is the U29 Met. So, for the next 2 weeks after 10 p.m., you're going to be watching Orai.
So some wind in Mikoshiba's sails as she takes her last turn as dealer.
Mikoshiba is a dentist by trade.
Really? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Dentist during the day.
One outside hand here.
Mahjong Pro all other times.
So 1 away from Rei for Mikoshi. That was Kawakami. The possible outside hand. Okay, yes, it was Kawakami with the this nice outside hand. Oh, she draws Dora. That's what an annoying time to draw Dora.
Tenpai too, but beats Tenpai Peiko if you draw it's Mangan.
Although if she draws, I don't know, man. Yeah, that's. I mean, drawing E1 or Suwon, the 1 or 4 of cracks really improves the value of the hand. Right? Well, especially the 1 adds.
Yeah, the 1 adds Junchan, so that's good, but the
4 adds a little bit more.
The 4 only adds more if you get Uradora.
Well, but then you reach. She puts her outside weight.
Sumo, even if you sumo, it's the same value. If you sumo, it's the same value either way, with 2 Dora, 1 Dora, unless you get Ura. I don't think the extra Dora is worth waiting for at all. Like the Junchan maybe, but.
But you wouldn't want to be throwing Dora. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a final table player, so I don't know. But she goes for it.
Yeah, the thing is, like, you usually only wait for upgrades, especially if you have a Sumo Mangan. It's already a Sumo Mangan with the reach, which is generally the sweet spot that you're aiming for unless you're in the last game of a final table. Your sweet spot is always going to be Mangan Sumo. She already had achieved that. The only way you would wait for something more is if it improves the hand and you have like double the improvements, then you do weights. So she reached with 4 weights that she can't see, 3 so's. So she would need at least 8 improving tiles to make it even worth considering waiting for an upgrade, I think. Now, if she was at there was the last game of the final table and she had conditions that she had to play to, that would be different. She still has a dealer turn in this Hanchan even, and it's not the last game.
And some other hands coming together here too. Once again, right?
For Goto.
Is this the moment to push? Early reach from Kawakami. It is reasonable to think that, she couldn't have put together that great a hand and also that great a weight. Maybe this is a spot to push. She pushes a little bit. one of the 3s here in Kawakami's hand, and I think there's another 3 here, yes.
Yeah, Mikoshiba's.
So there's still... No, it's Kawakami's the reach. 3 each in Fujine and Mikoshiba's hands.
Dude wants to know what Scooby's opinion is of Reach versus Dama for the Ipeiko hand. It was true that she did have a Yaku already, so she could have considered not reaching and waiting for an upgrade because she has a Yaku. So Yakuless Reach would be easier to reach with, I guess. Or like more of a no-brainer, but...
I think Scooby definitely reaches. He can't do anything quietly.
That's good. And Pon, so Goto is now
Taking
Tenpai.
Tenpai.
Heading for the 4-5 so 3, 4, 5 Sozu all deal in. Fujine is just completely out and now needs to have safe tiles to both players. Mikoshiba has managed to maintain one away, despite dropping a couple of pairs already.
Drawing the winner, of course, for Goto is Wangan. Would put her back in first place.
Fujine has nice draws even when she's folding. And I kind of wonder what Goto does if she draws a 3-so.
I was just thinking that myself. I wonder if there's a world where she changes her weight.
But the 5 comes out from Kawakami. Kawakami continues to have the worst luck at the table.
Running bad.
I think the 3-so is kind of the better weight there, but there's still 2 in the wall.
Uh-oh. Just a second. Somebody at the door. I'll be right back.
That's what happens when you work from home.
Just the post office. And just like that, we are rapidly into our final hand, or at least the final turn as dealer for this game 2 of the 5th Orai. Kawakami is the last dealer for this game 2. She was the last dealer in the first game. Here's a bunch of pairs for Fujine. Koshiba's large sleeves knock over her tiles. There's a run for Fujine. And I think Fujine would be quite happy to even win 1,000 points for 3rd place here. 3rd place keeps her solidly in 1st place overall. And depending on how it came out, she might even still make it into 2nd. Yeah, another argument for Kawakami's reach there is it was just so early that it's the kind of thing you got to figure, oh, yeah, I'm reaching here. Come on, give me a break, everybody. Give up. Let me have this. And as it turned out, Goto's hand came together just well enough that she had to push for it. So this is one away from ready for Fujine, with somewhat less than ideal shapes. However, a Dora would improve the weight in the Manzu, but she'll start moving towards an inside hand, leaving open the possibility of chiing or poning for tiles. That completes a run for Kawakami. That improves the weight for Fujine, and she's 1 away from ready. Kawakami's also 1 away from ready. And that's Tempai. Will she take it? Nope. We'll wait for something better. There's a pair of red dragons for Mikoshiba. And this is Tempai for Goto. No Tempai for Fujine. Still no Tempai for Kawakami, and a somewhat difficult decision here. Is she going to try to... So Sanshoku... So, yes, going for the... Still thinking about the 4-5-6 Sanshoku. There's Tempai. Waiting for the 6 of cracks or the 6 of dots.
Now, Fujine doesn't really have a big reason to reach here.
No value in the hand.
She has so many upgrades, and also she's in first place overall, and any win will put her, like, just give her a positive score, basically. I think it would just get her short of second place on the table, but it would be enough for just about a positive score.
Kawakami just dancing around Tempai and not quite getting there.
Yeah, not a lot working out well for Kawakami today. Even in this last dealership of game 2. And there's a Tempai for Goto as well, Pinfu. Waiting for the 1-4 mon. Great! And that means that any win by Fujine will put her into second place.
I think any win by Goto now also...
And she gets it right away. She's just waiting for that second place guarantee.
Oh my god. Everything just swinging right for Fujine.
Dude's got
To reach
Kawakami.
stick.
Yeah, Kawakami.
I think she made it into first.
With the Tsumo,
With the reach
possibly,
stick.
yeah. Also give her another Han for Tsumo. So I was
So,
counting 1300 for a roll win.
Yes, if not another first place, still a strong enough second place that she's got a very commanding lead going into the second half, which we will watch next week.
Yes, we will. So, all right, what else you got?
What else have I got? Let's see. I did Kochi yesterday. No, not yesterday. 3. Wow, that's 3 days ago already. Holy cow. What else is going on? I don't get to play in Oisen. We covered that. Yeah, well, it's
not even Oisen, it's Judansen.
Or that, yeah. Well, I'm planning on forgetting to check the line group for Oisen too, I guess.
You got lots of time to do that. There's the M League World Reach 2026 US Tour 2-day tournament in Las Vegas on the 27th, 28th. There's a reception on the 26th. Those are all happening at HyperX. The after hours event, also at HyperX, has been sold out already. That's a little bit more of an intimate fan meeting event. But there is still room for the tournament itself. After that, we'll be moving to New York City. Those after hours events, I think, are almost sold out. I think there were like 2 tickets left or something. Last time I checked, it will be Monday evening and Tuesday evening. Monday is a fan meeting, lots of autographs, lots of playing games with the pros, icebreaker kind of things. And the next day is going to be East Side Showdown, while we have exhibition matches between World Reach pros and M-Leaguers. I will be commentating the whole week and weekend. Yusong will also be attending the event and helping to commentate and playing and everything. And what else? Moriyama, Shigekazu Moriyama, president of JPML, will also be attending and playing in the event. But we have just over a month until it happens. So
That
we want to sign
sounds
up
pretty
now.
exciting.
It's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. So much work. Also, two more big announcements coming up at the beginning of maybe the end of this month or beginning of June for that event. So you definitely want to sign up now. I promise you will be excited about these announcements.
Wow.
All right. That's
More
it for
reason
me.
for me to be disappointed I'm stuck in this country.
I'm sorry. You do get lots of chances to go places and do things, so. We do go to Comic-Con. We have gone to Comic-Con 3 years in a row.
That's been fun.
Yes, exciting as well. And the Mahjong Matsuri there, that's always super duper fun. All right. I think that's it for me. We will have our podcast tomorrow at 8 p.m. Pacific. Sorry, I got M myself. And that's it. That's on the Mahjong Jenn channel. Okay.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. See you all next week.
For games 3 and 4 of the 5th Odai tournament.